Hi, I'm Kevin from Thrush Aircraft. When you're flying a Thrush, you're never flying alone. With our team of factory experts always on hand to answer any questions or calls you may have. Today we're going to talk about how to rig a GE H80 engine. It is an 800 horse turbine engine. We're only going to discuss how to rig it from the airframe. We're not actually going to discuss anything internal engine. Anytime you have any questions or problems with that, you want to go directly to your GE manual for any advice. The first thing we want to talk about is inspection points, things we're looking for when we're doing our 100 hours. Adjustments can be made during a run-up or if a damage is found or a cable is replaced. So first thing you want to look for is your bearings here to make sure they are tight and that any play is removed. But you do want them to be loose enough that they are allowed to flex in their natural position. You also want to look for travel, making sure that the engine is left with some cable left here and you're not using it as a false stop. You always want to make sure that you're using the actual mechanical stops of the engine. The GE is a very simple engine when it comes to rigging. You're going to have the initial neutral position here. You're going to have a dial for the throttle, and it's going to be in neutral position here. And then you're going to have, for the fuel condition lever, you will engage a rigging pin for your neutral, and it will line up between these two holes. Very easy and simple to adjust and to ensure that you have a true neutral. The fuel condition lever here, you just want to make sure, again, with a rigging pin or a drill bit, whatever size diameter you need to if you don't have a pin. And your throttle will be adjusted on the back here, where behind the rod, and you will make sure that you have the alignment with 0 on the dial. Next, we'll talk about the overspeed adjustment for your H80. It's very rare that you have to make any adjustments, but when necessary, this is where you'll adjust. All right, next we're going to talk about the max prop RPM for an H80. So when you want to adjust your maximum prop RPM, it'll be here at this screw, and there is a safety wire and a jam nut. Next, we're going to go into the cockpit. We're going to talk about the throttle quadrant, the throttle itself. You want to make sure that there is no engagement on the front, that you're actually still using the mechanical stops of the engine. And also down below on the cables, we still want to make sure that we do not have any travel issues. Next, we're going to talk about the fuel condition lever in the middle, and your inboard adjustment will be the prop, feathering and unfeathering. Next will be the friction control lever or handle. And on the bottom down below where your clevis attaches, you always want to make sure that you have your cables in line as much as possible. There's a hole adjustment there you can use. Always want to make sure that your travel is in line and doesn't engage or have any friction on the cable housing. A very important note, you never want to go into reverse when the engine is not running. There is a cable on the engine that it will actually damage, and it's very expensive and time consuming to replace. For more help with your engine rigging and for more instructions and your engine limitations, visit your maintenance manual or www.thrushaircraft.com.